guys, we've got a very interesting topic today. Let's talk about animals. What happens to animals after death? Isn't it interesting? Because usually when we talk about people, that they've been reborn and we have a lot of lives to live, then naturally we start thinking about animals and our pets, for example. So what happens to our pets and all other animals when they die? So, first of all, I should point out that people have many lives for a reason. Well, we don't live, life after life just for fun. There is a reason. Everything in nature has its reason. And also, we live many lives because we need them for improvement. It's very hard to improve yourself and reach the level we should reach just within one life. I would say it's almost impossible. That's why a person should reborn, and he gets more and more perfect each life. So we need to perfect our personality. And when we think about animals, they don't have personality in the way sentient beings do. It's like they have individuality. Like each object has individuality. There are not even two similar stones and us. Everything is different. So each object has its individuality. And the same with animals. They might seem that they have personality, especially when we look at dogs or some other clever animals. They're nearly as human beings, but still nearly. They are not fully sentient beings. They still follow the instincts. They cannot go against it, and they cannot analyze the world the way we can. So they, as animals and all other things in the universe, they live from the world, and we as sentient beings, people, we live for the world. So that's the difference, and it's very important. So, what happens? Still, a person, a sentient being, has a soul, a personality. This soul, it's like his energy, his energetic body. It gathers around our personality. And that's why when we die, we still have our personality and this energy when our body dies. So we kind of leave our body, but we still have our soul and our personality covered in our energy body. As for animals, when an animal dies, it doesn't have this personality within here. So the energy cannot accumulate, cannot gather around anything. But still it's not lost. So what happens to this energy? Actually, each animal has a kind of a soul that actually belongs to the general soul. So all cats, like one species, they have this one united soul. And we can say that each animal represents this united soul. So when animal's body dies, then this energy goes back to this united soul. So we can treat each animal as a part of this general soul of this particular species, which is very interesting. So in other words, what happens to a cat? You have a pet, it's a lovely cat. So what happens to this cat when its body dies? Will it just go around you, still in the world of energy while you are there, the personality? Actually not. But this cat, the soul of this cat, its individuality, merges with the universal soul, the universal energy of the cat. That's why we can call it the universal cat. So, let's continue. So, why does this happen? So why actually the energy goes back to this universal soul? So if our cat dies, why should its energy actually merge with the universal cat? it has its reason. Actually, in this way, non-sentient beings accumulate their collective experiences, yes? So this experience influences all other cats that will be born. So our cat died, it merged with the universal cat, and then every new kitten that is born already has the experience that our cat passed to them. And that's another force of evolution. That's how a particular species transfers energy for further generations. Can people do like that? Well, unfortunately not. As we are sentient beings, we have other ways, of transmitting, of sharing our experiences. A long time ago, when human beings were, not fully human beings, so to say, we haven't evolutionized yet to the step to be called sentient, then actually the same mechanism worked. But at a specific point, when our brain developed to the stage that it could process our sentient personality, at that point, basically, when we became these sentient beings, we lost this ability to pass on collective experience in the way animals do. But that's how evolution goes. So whenever you get new quality, you might lose some other qualities which are now not really that important. Because animals, it's a part of evolution of matter, and sentient beings, people included, it's already evolution of spirit. So we're different from animals because we're sentient beings and we have spirit and free will we can perform. So, and in this way we kind of lose this natural unity that animals do have. Well, that's life, that's how it goes. But that's a very interesting thing to talk about and to think about and to discuss. So, the last thing I want to share with you, that it's really amazing that when you pet your cat, you actually pet not only this cat, but the whole universal cat, which is presented in your favorite pet. Isn't it amazing? I think it is. So, love nature and be happy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!